sounds great. If not, we'll just keep going on. I know it's been a while, but does anybody recall what happened last time?
If anyone wants to go, otherwise I could try my best to remember.
Go for it.
Something.
I suck at remember shit.
I just remember, okay, well, let me think back. Snapjaw escorted us to the castle under the premise that we're cultist, like new cultist recruits. I think we went by acolytes, I want to say is the tier 1 term.
Mhm.
So we're acolytes. He pretty much gave us like a little introduction. He was able to escort us into the castle and just be like, oh, okay, this is where it's called bullywogs or something. I can't remember anymore.
Bullywog.
I don't know,
The frogs.
frogs.
Yeah, the bullywogs.
Yeah. Over in section A there, and then we walked through B, and then L was like this shrine to Tiamat where I was able to convince like this priest to give us some time. We went through a shrine, got this dagger, and then over in like the Q section is where we had lunch with the cultists, and that's where it's like Zara Bose or something. He's like some red monk. Or not
Asbara
monk,
Joss, I
wizard,
believe.
red wizard.
Red Wizard
The
of the
Red Wizard
Fae.
of the Fae, yeah.
Yeah, but we managed to not get noticed by him.
Fucking bald-headed bastard.
Yeah. And then the cult leaders.
Is that a red airbender?
And then whatever cult like managers or whatever told us just clean out TS section over in the corner there. It was full of giant centipedes. Made it like kind of our own settlement there. I guess that's
Nothing farted and blew it
No.
up.
That's pretty much what I remember. I think like Ava did like one other thing with like a shovel, going around like where all the drakes are, or
Yeah,
whatever they're
got a
called.
shovel to clean out the area.
Yeah, but that's mainly what I remember.
I'm
Yeah,
in
I
the
would say,
shop
like,
area.
in general, I would say, like, y'all observed the castle from the outside. You know that there seem to be a couple important people here. You've heard that Rezimir was here recently, though it sounds like she's since left.
Oh, and the leader of
Rezimir being...
the frogs was also here too, somewhere.
Yeah, Rezimir being sort of... somebody referred to her as a worm speaker. Y'all don't know what that is, but she definitely seems to be high up in the cult. Yeah, there's the leader of the
Worm
bullywogs,
speaker, you say.
whose name is... So let me find him again. Oops. Farblex, leader of the bullywogs, and then there was also in the castle... Rezimir. Captain Born Grey, who seems to be like kind of the commander of the castle for the cults. Like you said, there's a varying level of sort of tiers of cultists here. It seems like most people on this first level are sort of like your tier 1 acolytes and maybe a level above that. But you did see Asbara sort of go out into this courtyard, and I think that's when Aveline later tried to sort of follow him, and she checked out this door here, which was locked, unlike most of the other doors in the vicinity. And it sort of patrolled, this courtyard was patrolled by 3 guard drakes.
One of which is friendly.
One of which is friendly to y'all. Y'all made friends with by, I think, offering it some food and did an animal handling check. Throughout the castle, as y'all were sort of given a tour of the sort of ground level, you'll saw there are a number of different ways to get upstairs, but you don't necessarily know where those go. But if you had to guess, sort of, it's been described that, like, hey, like, yeah, important people are higher up in the castle, but y'all sleep down here because you're just filthy newbies.
Damn.
Cool. Does that sound good?
Yes.
You said she's a worm handler?
Oh God.
That is not what I said. Worm speaker. She's
Little
not gonna
guy.
handle your. She's not gonna handle your worm, Kil'Kash.
She's just jealous. She can't handle all this.
You
Okay.
little gummy worm.
Little pinworm.
That's
Hey,
really
Thin,
small.
thin
Might
and
be a little,
dangly.
but does the job.
Oh, jeez.
Can I
Alright, so
negotiate
y'all
the
have,
chef?
y'all have officially taken sort of this area over by T is your headquarters, and I believe y'all finished up with dinner sort of at the end of our last session and went and took a long rest, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Cool. All right, we'll say the night passes. Y'all sort of start talking through your plans, collecting all the information together that you have. And as you prepare for the next morning, you hear the castle bell again ringing out, indicating that it is yet again time for a meal. And just as y'all get to the door, you see the captain who had greeted you before, or not captain, but like the second, like, we'll call it, I can't remember what I called him, officer of the cult comes in and greets you all and says, "Oh, morning, newbies. Y'all about getting ready to head for some breakfast?"
Is there beer at this breakfast?
We do have some ale for our more hardy fellows.
Hell yeah, take me there, please. I want some booze.
Can you
Says,
take me to the
"Very
chef's
well."
quarters?
Sure, we can take you back to the chef. He leads you all back into the queue room, which is where, again, there's a whole bunch of treasure in this corner, but it seems to be guarded by a guard drake again.
Yep.
And again, there are several dozen cultists in the room gathering for their meal. Squeeb, he leads you back into P, where you meet again. I think you briefly ran into him before. Where you run into Tharmzid, the local chef.
Goes up to the chef like, you ever heard of rat bread?
Delicacy.
He seems to have just finished up most of his cooking, so while he's got a few things that he's keeping an eye on that are sort of like simmering over a fire, he and his two helpers are mostly moving through the kitchen and cleaning things up.
Mm. What are they making for breakfast?
He turned, well, I guess from in the room you can see they've got a big just hunk of meat, like sort of unidentifiable meat, just over what's what I'm looking for? Over like a spit. And you also see that they've made like this massive bowl of what seems to look almost like scrambled eggs, but they're kind of like a weird off-whitish color. And you spot over in the corner, near a block of ice, they have these like massive, massive eggs. They've got like 3 or 4 left over.
Whoa. That must have been one big chicken.
Thorm looks at you, is like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing in my kitchen, lad?"
Oh, I just came to inspect the meal that we had. I'm a chef myself.
"Oh, you don't say. Well, meal's out in the hall if you'd like some. If you're looking for a job, then you'll just need to talk to one of the officers. Wouldn't mind having some help around here, but I have to warn you, we don't have anything good. We're savages in this swamp."
That's okay, as long as I can make the food better. In any way I can.
You know, I like the sound of that. Well, you go and ask them. Like I said, we've got basic materials here, but should you go scouting out and find anything, just bring back whatever you can. We don't have too many supplies.
Alright, sounds good. I'll be seeing you then if I do get the job.
Cool. All right. He goes back to sort of just doing some cleaning. you go back out and enjoy your breakfast with the rest of folks.
Nom,
Where's
nom,
my
nom.
beer?
Describe the slop.
You can be served a beer, though it's going to be essentially more just like muddy water. Doesn't taste great, does the job, gets you a little tipsy. In terms of the food y'all are having, like I said, it's mostly just some meat and then some eggs on the side. A little bit of dirty water to wash it all down.
Dirt water.
Lovely.
You guys need better stuff than this. Is ass.
Yeah, show them you can do better than Kil'Kash. Make some beer.
I can, and I will after my breakfast. I'll do anything on an empty stomach.
Oh. Thought you were literally just drinking beer.
Am I able to use
Who
like
says I'm not eating?
shape water or anything, like to change how my water looks?
Yeah, if you have shape water, I believe you can clean up to a certain amount of water with the spell, correct?
I don't know. I just know
You
I
can
can
like
make it.
purify it.
I don't know how it really works. I never really used it before. I've always had it. But
Oh my god, you could have made snow cones for Kil'Kash this whole time.
You son of a bitch!
I don't want him to know that. But I'll
I heard that.
if
No, you didn't.
if I can, I'll just like try and clear my water before I drink it.
I'm just gonna nudge my my glass of water towards her. Just like slowly, not suspiciously. There's now 2 mugs in front of her.
Alright, I'll just put
Yes,
like
you can
a.
move the water. So I'll say like you can kind of filter the stuff out of it because you would control the water. You would like move it out, clean out the cup or something like
Yeah,
that.
if it's like a
and then put it back
nasty
in.
looking water, I'd like to take out, some dirt particles and stuff, so.
Chuck it out the window.
But yeah, I'll
Throw
just
it
do
into
like a.
Kil'Kash's food.
I'll do like a shh, kinda, just so she doesn't. Yeah, just don't spread that I can do this, and then I'll clear
Hey,
it.
why's your water clearer than mine?
I'll just do it for me and Ava.
Do I notice?
Um,
Roll
components,
for.
thematic. Are you trying? Okay, so like there's a whole thing in D&D about casting spells stealthily. Certainly, if you're doing like verbal components, that's pretty obvious. You could argue even somatic components like the sort of arm waves and stuff you would have to do would be obvious. Um, just for fun, please don't. None of our spellcasters take advantage of this. Are you going to try and like be kind of stealthy about it, or maybe distract them in some way?
I just like to try and be stealthy. Like, is shape water a verbal thing? Let me. Or no, it's somatic.
It's just a somatic, so you're having to make like arm motions and stuff like that.
I'll just look
to do it.
stupid, but they won't know why.
I mean that's in general. Thesera does.
All right, so Kil'Kash wouldn't notice.
Ava
Alright,
will
well,
run distraction.
Okay. Um.
Can I roll against their stealth?
Yeah. How about Aveline give me a deception check and Squeeb give me an insight check. We'll see
What
who
about
comes out higher.
Kil'Kash?
You were eating your breakfast.
You said she always looks stupid, so you don't notice anything. You're just like, oh,
One.
weirdo.
Ooh,
All right, yeah. Aveline successfully distracts you. Either
Why's
with
your water water?
a flourish of words or perhaps some other crazy arm motions. There's an in-depth discussion with you about the difference between your acid breath and her poisons that she makes, and you're very. I don't want to speak words in your mouth, but that'd be funny. Like Squeeb thinks like they're the same thing, and Aveline's like, no, 100% they're totally different things. And Squeeb's
My
like,
steaks.
I don't know. They
Much
both
better.
they both kind of melt things.
Nah, I think mine's better. I always have access to mine. You
And
have
I
to
have
make
access
yours.
to my snakes.
No, you don't.
I
Kil'Kash
do.
could eat one of them.
Nah, he'd get a freaking dagger in the mouth.
Like the dagger
there's
that
the
you
meat
want from me.
noodles. Where's the meat
Yep.
noodles? I'm hungry.
Yeah, Kil'Kash is just slamming his his thing on the table, like another mud beer, please.
Mud beer.
Mud
Ew.
Bring me your biggest mud beer.
Just
There's apparently not enough.
instead of a mustache of like, when a beer is still foamy, like you can get a little
Yeah.
mustache when you drink it. He's just got like a mud mustache on his top lip, just mud. Just
Kil'Kash, you got a shit stain on your lip.
It's just mud. It ain't shit.
Thank God. Anyways,
Finally, the captain comes to interrupt you all and says, all right, y'all have had your fun. Time to earn your pay. Which, news to y'all are getting paid, apparently.
yay. Minimum wage.
Woohoo!
Less than that.
What?
He says,
Living a decent life and making a wage versus stealing?
Couldn't be Ava.
we need y'all to go and collect some of the trash and some of the filth from the entrance over where we came through originally. He sort of points over in the direction y'all can see through sort of the gaps in the rock back in this direction. Need y'all to go over there, take those materials, and toss them in our junk pit over here on the northwest tower. I believe y'all went over there when you were checking out the stables earlier, no?
I think so.
All right, very good. Well, that's your task for today. Once y'all have that done, that'll be some hard labor, a couple hours worth, but y'all can call it a day after that point.
Hey, real quick, after I finish this job, can I switch my position to work with the chef?
Do you have any sort of qualifications?
I can make food. I'll show him
Well-
some of the food from my pack, I guess.
Okay, I was about to ask for evidence. Are you going to produce some of the rat bread, or are you going to go with some of the materials you had provided for the trip?
Rapid.
I think I had some like sandwiches made or something, or like maybe some pita bread. Like,
Yeah, you had like a flatbread with some of the like dried meats
yeah,
that you brought with you.
I'll give him something to taste, I guess.
Okay. Give me a performance check with advantage.
Can I do the same with the brewery?
Sure. Go for it. Both of y'all can do it with advantage.
16.
You said performance.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're trying to convince him that like your stuff is up to snuff.
Yeah, I think the food here leaves a lot to be desired.
Oop. Good thing we got advantage. Fuck.
Good thing you have advantage.
Good thing you had advantage.
I don't have any inspiration. Fuck.
Well, he looks at Squeeb and he's like, "Oh my goodness, this is fantastic! This anything you can do to help out farm will be well appreciated." Yep. After today, just make sure you handle this job first. You can report to him in the early mornings. You want to make sure you're there before sunrise to be able to provide all or get cooking on the meals. But you can start to report to him. As for you, and he sort of looks at your ale and is like,
I'm learning.
I think the folk around here really like their mud beers. This might be too city folk for the people around here.
I'll put a
Yeah.
hand on top of Kil'Kash. I'll vouch for him. His ales are actually better than this. This just the materials he's been working with around here. It's actually one of his worst ones.
Oh, totally understand. But we're not going to be getting any better materials anytime soon. So, plus we need one of you big, strong. He like sort of gives you a light punch on the chest. One of you big, strong Dragonborn to help us with some of the more menial tasks, anyways. So,
Only menial tasks I do is punch people.
Okay.
He sort of laughs and says, "I don't think you know what menial means." And with that, sort of turns to leave.
I don't think you've opened a dictionary before. Goodbye.
Never say Kil'Kash was smart.
All right, so with that, y'all have your task.
You
for
didn't
the
have
day.
to.
Like I said, if y'all will recall, when y'all came in through this area, like the bullywogs had kind of taken it over, and there were a bunch of frogs in there. But it seemed to have used to been like a large seating area, so there were like messed up tables, chairs, and just a bunch of other just kind of stuff that was stuck in the sludge that needs to be moved out. Well, get to it. Chop, chop.
Alright.
All right, bye, Nava and Thesera.
Alright,
See you
Kil'Kash,
guys
Squeeb.
later.
We need you. Your big, strong muscles.
You
Let's
guys
go.
are freaking coming.
Now
Let's
help
go.
racist people.
Kiki move.
You're the most racist of them all, so get over here.
I've never made one racist comment. Bite me. I
What?
fart in your general direction.
Fart
Alright.
comes out at 7 miles an hour.
Alright, I'm going to leave because that probably stinks. So
Good.
I'll go rush over and find Ava.
The fart follows you.
Ugh.
Ugh. Ugh. God.
Kil'Kash, where are you?
Taking shit.
Alright.
Alright, the officers can have fun with him.
Got a mud mustache on his face again when he comes out of the toilet.
This is just my beer.
Alright. What were we supposed to do in the stables?
Just clean it up.
Okay. As y'all arrive, you'll recall sort of most of this room has been taken over by mud, and you sort of see that there's like some stairs over in this corner. But there is a walkway for most sort of normal bipeds to walk across, just a bunch of wooden slats sort of leading along the side of the wall towards the entrance, where you now see. I'm just going to make him big so you can see him. A very authoritative-looking frogman.
Whoa,
Who
he's
seems
got
to
fish
be-
on his head.
Got a head on
You
his
gotta-
hip.
He does. Who
The
began
fuck is that
who was
on his head?
giving a speech to the rest of the frog people in the room in a language I don't think any of y'all can understand.
Ribbit.
Infernal.
Not infernal. Nope.
Damn.
Amphibious.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a sort of like frog tribal language. Anyways, he's sort of giving orders out to the rest of the bullywogs in the room, who then sort of give like a rousing cheer that just sort of comes out as like croaks, like you'd hear like bullfrogs sort of croaking to each other in a pond. But given their size, it's like a very deep, almost like menacing tone as it sort of echoes around the walls around you. He sort of gives y'all a stare as y'all enter the room, and then begins to depart with his guard.
I think they're doing their mating call.
Oh god.
Kil'Kash gets down on all fours and starts croaking.
Excuse me.
Alright, which way are the stables?
Are you asking me, or are you asking the people in character who had actually gone there?
Yeah, I guess the people, the frogs. I'll go down to this frog fella. Where are the
Ribbit,
stables?
ribbit, ribbit.
He says, "Oh, what need would you all have of the stables?
We need to clean
You all
them.
know how to ride lizards?
No. Is that
Yes.
something we can learn, or is that something that's just like a thing we can't do?"
He just sort of looks at you and like hisses, like imbeciles.
Hello, we are here to clean the stables.
Y'all were here to clean the area that they're in, not the stables.
Hello, we're here to clean the frog shit around here.
He says, "Oh, apologies. Perfect. Yeah, we like our room all muddy, and there's just these ugly wooden things spewing all about. We'd like you to remove those and take them to the dump."
Ugly wooden things. Like what?
You look around and see just like actually some fine looking like tables, if not like a little bit old, like tables, chairs. There's some cabinets and dressers and sorts, just sort of spread around the muck in the room.
Oh, here, we can take those off your hands. Hey guys, you guys want some furniture in our room?
It needs a good wash, but sure.
They just need it muddy for some reason. They like wallowing in their own shit like pigs, I guess. I don't know.
Sounds about right.
You're just saying this in front of them.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I was
saying
gonna
it
say, let me give a
like a foot
roll
away.
real quick. Yeah, they took offense to that.
Oh, no offense. Anyways,
They took offense. Well, no offense.
Actually, make me a dexterity saving throw.
ow, my head.
I'm gonna fling poop at you.
11.
11. You hear the one you were talking to that you're just standing next by utter something in that sort of froggy tribal language that you weren't familiar with, and all of a sudden, a tongue from the nearest giant frog shoots out and grabs you by the foot and trips you over, and you fall on your face in the mud.
Damn frogs.
That sucks.
Dumbass.
Yeah, well, you
I'll
don't
go
take any damage. You are now covered in mud, and we'll have disadvantage on stealth checks.
I'll take Ava's hand and get up.
No, Ava's just going to.
I'll take Ava's like freaking clothes and get up.
You're in the mud trying to grab. I'm just walking past.
I'll throw a mud ball, like in this general area.
Go for it.
Okay. Are you trying to hit anything in particular? Or are you just
Nah, I'm just throwing
throwing
it.
it
Like,
out of frustration?
no, I'm just throwing it like on the floor.
Give me a
Okay.
strength check.
A strength check to throw a mud ball.
Another roll.
Well, if you miss, then you pelt one of the frogs in the faces.
It'd be funny.
The frog. This time, the same frog who or like issued the command a second ago sees you do that, and clearly not understanding your intent just from their different backgrounds. They're like, "Oh, he's helping us make the room more muddy," and he issues another command, and all of the frogs start making little mud balls and throwing them around the room.
Frogs, man. All right, let's get the furniture out of here.
I got a chair.
All right, I'll get a dresser.
I'm moral support.
I think Ava's trying to use her mage hand and just picks up like a splinter with it, and she's like, "All right, doing my part."
Buffett or freaking Kil'Kash, you are not moral support. Pick up a fucking desk or something.
I don't wanna.
I'm gonna throw a mud ball at the back of your head.
I'll throw my mud ball at you.
You.
Or for the
Is it
three
on
of you that are not already covered in mud, give me a dexterity saving throw.
No.
covered in
That's
blood.
okay.
9.
Ava is now covered in mud.
18.
Kil'Kash stays clean.
Yes.
Thesera is now covered
Yeah,
in mud.
no shit. He's not doing anything.
All right, so now 3 out of 4 of y'all are covered in mud as you start to walk through the courtyard, carrying some of the furniture out of the room. Now, are y'all going to take it to the dump, or are you taking it back to y'all's headquarters?
Take it to the headquarters if we can salvage them.
Well,
make it
we'll
cleaner.
walk around and go past the dump and then in.
Okay.
So we're not going through the whole eating place.
What's it called? Thesera, can you clean any of this stuff with your water?
I guess. I could probably
That or I'm about to take an ale bath.
I could probably like just take water from outside here and just like
Kil'Kash could probably varnish it.
I don't know.
Kil'Kash, what are you gonna do this session?
Poop.
Alright, we're taking Kil'Kash's portion of the job then.
I look at the frog, dude, and say, "What's your heaviest thing here?"
You know you're
Yeah, I'll
not getting
say,
money this time.
Shut up, Squeeb.
Oh, you're still in the mudroom? Okay, for what you're carrying, he points to this
mother.
just massive dining room table in the middle of the room that could probably sit like 12.
Okay, I'll take it.
You can try and take the whole thing by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Hold on
We'll
here.
call it do you want to do athletics? You can do that.
I thought it was gonna be strength check.
Trying to give you
Well, here I'm trying to look here. Where is it? Totem warrior. Because I'm at level 6 now. I got the bear. It says my carrying capacity, including maximum lift, is doubled. I have advantage on strength checks to push, pull, lift, or break objects.
Okay, yeah, sure. We'll do that. You get advantage on it. Advantage on
Right.
strength check, sure.
Go, Kil'Kash, go.
So, which one would it wouldn't? It's not saving throw, so it'd be 4. Okay. 16. Okay, good thing we got advantage.
You
16.
start to sort of lift it up and drag it out of the mud, and you get it all the way over your head. Like you power clean this table, and all the frogs are just sort of staring at you in awe. That's when your foot slips and you fall face forward into the mud, and you drop the table, and you're also now covered in mud.
I blame you.
You're pointing at one of the frog people. Like I blame you.
Yes.
This is your fault. It points at itself, confused, and just looks around. And is like, me? It just sort of laughs and then goes back to the rest of its friends and begins croaking.
Alright. Is Thesera able to clean this?
Can I?
This I was looking at shape water. It has a range of 30 feet, and you can control water within a 5-foot cube.
Am I able to like take the water from outside and like kind of lift it up and bring it in, like a cube?
Um,
Would I be?
You want a cube of water?
Yes.
you can move it up to 5 feet in any direction, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to get it over the wall where you are.
I'll bring the table to them. I'm over here now.
All right.
I'll just go see if the kitchen has any buckets to go get water or anything. Any pots.
Can I actually? Can I? How about if we take everything? I can create my own water by casting tidal wave. All in it.
Oh my god.
Clean the
We
whole
put us in
floor.
Yeah, I'll clean everything
Good.
in here. Just casting tidal waves.
Yeah, just maybe wait till you get all your furniture in there you want.
Yeah,
Because it's gonna
so-
take multiple trips.
Yeah, so let's put everything there first, and then I'll cast tidal wave.
And you are all covered in mud at this point, so it might be worth a little bath at some
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
I'll take some of the mud on me and fling it on the floor again as a mud ball.
They're just like cheering you on raucously. They're like, yes, mud!
Take the
You
furniture.
can see already where y'all started moving
Grab
some of
another
the
chair.
furniture that they're just splaying mud on the floor where the furniture was.
What's
Just
left
rolling in
over?
it. Yeah.
What's left over?
Still some more tables, chairs, things of that nature.
I took another chair.
I'll take a table.
There's a bed frame for some reason. Cool. Since each of y'all have gone through here at some point, are y'all dumping anything into the dump yet, or are y'all keeping everything you've got?
If there's something that doesn't look like salvageable, probably just put it in the dump. Like if his chair's like missing a leg or something.
Okay, we'll say probably one or two of y'all get some stuff that's not totally usable that you need to move at this point. So how about we get Squeeb and Ava to roll some perception checks?
Alright.
Ta-da.
Oof.
How
Yep,
many perception
y'all-
checks?
Sorry.
Y'all notice nothing out of the ordinary. I'm just kidding. You notice that these sort of guard drakes, as y'all are walking by, you can't tell if they're just like ignoring you or if they're actually just like off put by like the mud and the scent that y'all have on you. Even the one that likes y'all a little bit is sort of keeping its distance.
Probably the mud.
They're racist.
Probably the mud.
Fact.
All right, I'll go dump
Cool.
a chair
All right,
without a
y'all do
leg.
that again. I'll say on the third trip. I mean, y'all are going to be making trips over and over again, but this is the only one we'll like kind of narrate. On this one, y'all have almost entirely like broken or damaged things at this point. So all of y'all are going to go to the dump to throw your stuff in. At which time, I would like all of y'all to give me a perception check again.
No.
No.
21.
Anyone?
Am I still like wearing my shield or no?
It's up to you. Do you have it on or no?
I'd like to think I always have it on because I have no disadvantage when we spoke about it with Shillelagh. So
I gotta do the perception too.
If you want
Yes.
to, you don't have to.
Oh, you said you all, so I didn't know if I had to or not.
I was giving you the option to.
Fuck
you
it,
boo.
we'll send it.
Wow.
Fuck.
good thing I have advantage with my shield, but it still sucked.
I got a 21.
21.
Oh wait, your shield gives you. Oh, that's right, because y'all have that special shield from the bank or something,
The
right?
Sentinel shield, so yeah, it has advantage to perception.
And it's made out of wood, right? So that you can use it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good thing you do have advantage. Otherwise that was gonna go poorly.
Yay.
Squeeb, you think you notice as y'all are sort of throwing stuff into the muck, you see some of it sort of. And as a reminder, sort of this whole tower, you can see like there's some ruined steps going up, kind of to the right of the room that goes up. You see sort of what looks to be a locked gate at the top of the stairs that would keep you from going up. But the rest of it is just like a muddy sludge. It smells terrible. It's clearly there's a bunch of like food waste around the place. It's where the castle's been using as essentially like their dump since they've been here. But it seems surprisingly deep. Like the first time you came through and you tossed some furniture in there, it just started like sinking. And by the time you got back, it was just gone. Like you couldn't see any of it. So it must be pretty deep. Not only that, but it seems as though like the sludge is sort of moving, or as you put stuff into the sludge, it seems to be moving, perhaps around something.
Like the Okay.
Huh, I wonder what's down there.
It's an endless pit.
Oh, it can't
It's a
be endless. Unless it goes to
giant
the
fish just eating everything. Nom nom.
unless it goes to the river. Hmm.
That'd be a sinkhole.
Maybe.
Oh, you wanted to find out?
Sure. I push Ava in.
I grab you. You're coming in with me.
No. We're in the hole. I don't know. Can I throw like or like tie a rock or something to the or tie one of
Yeah.
the chairs to the bottom of my rope and then like see how far it descends?
Did you guys hear that?
What?
I heard someone say, "Help me quick." In the direction of the dump, it sounded like. No one heard that? Am I just going crazy?
Yes.
Yes, you are going crazy.
You can't hear, maybe. We're in sinkhole area.
Kil'Kash, as you say that, you hear it again. This time, desperate. Please help me. And
Where the hell
you're
you at?
welcome to start tying like a rope to a rock or something like that.
Okay. How
Okay.
far does it go if I have 50 feet of rope?
Are you tossing it into the
Yeah.
mud pile?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll grab onto something.
I'll grab onto him.
You're like holding. I'm confused. Are you holding the rope, or are you just?
Yeah, I'm holding the rope and then I'm holding on to like the ledge of the wall or something just in case.
Okay. And Ava, you're sort of helping him lower it down into the
Yeah.
muck. Okay. Each of y'all give me a strength saving throw.
Damn. Ava's not
15.
strong suit.
12.
Oh, it was my -1. It's okay.
Okay, Squeeb, you resist the pull as all of a sudden you see a tentacle like slip up the rope and just give it a hard yank, trying to pull you into the dump.
Hmm.
Ava, however, is thrown off balance and falls into the muck.
Oh.
I'm gonna put you like here, maybe. And all of a
Help.
sudden, something begins to emerge from beneath the icky, muddy muck surface. And I need everybody to roll for initiative. Whoop, whoop.
Oh
Do
my
I need to
god.
move over there?
No.
Yeah,
you're
y'all
over
should all
there.
be over here at this point.
No. 22.
Y'all, the rest of y'all would be sort of in the courtyard here.
22.
Oh, the battle music starts.
What the fuck?
6.
Please
Holy
trade with
crap.
me.
1.
Well, there goes all my ones. Please let that be the end of it.
No.
For context, this is
You get 2.
Otyugh that y'all are fighting.
The what?
Oh dear.
Looks like a chicken nugget.
Which
I can't tell. It looks like
Sure,
it got like
for sure.
snake tail or something.
It's got tentacles.
Oh. It gives me
Like,
like a hippo vibe.
Kind of
It's
looks
kind
like
of it's kind of hippo vibe. Yeah.
kind of looks like half a Venus flytrap for its tail thing.
Why can I not copy this thing? Sorry, 1 second.
Kil'Kash, Thesera, when did you get here?
I've been here, you blind boob.
I've just been in
Are
the
you-
back.
You're in the pit with me? Oh, thanks.
Kil'Kash, you dummy.
Yeah, see,
fuck?
it's kind of hippo vibe. It's got a hippo vibe for sure.
Right.
Ugly looking motherfucker.
All right.
Just in our scores.
Just to be sure, I
Okay.
used this spell slot for tidal wave, right? To clean everything.
Yes, to
Okay.
clean all of y'all, so y'all were clean again.
Okay.
And that room is y'all are clean as well as the room. Although Cassie's probably nasty again. She just got clean too.
Time to take a
Alright.
hell bath after this.
There.
All right. Sorry, let me finish.
So you are at a 1.
You're a 1.
Let me delete y'all
Or
since
a
for whatever
one.
reason it never sticks in. Okay, adding people's turns in now. Y'all can put in your turns. Kil'Kash will put out here. Trust me, you do not want to be in there.
Please help.
Do not want to be in there, like unless
Help.
you want to make this fight much more difficult.
I need a hero.
Alright, goodbye,
Hell
Ava.
no.
No.
I just like push her down further.
Just start stomping on me.
Okay. Think I've got this. Everybody entered their scores.
Yes.
Oh, mine
Did you
was.
get a 0?
No, mine was 2. I don't know how it turned to 0.
No worries. I update it real quick.
It's because he's reset it.
Oh, okay.
Every time he
Ava
adds
only with
someone,
a 13, even though she's got that big bonus. Damn.
Like
I know.
so
My
big
rolls are
difference
awful.
between a 2 and a 0 for you, so you're still the last one.
All right. Well, Squeeb, you've been able to react successfully quick. You weren't pulled into the muck by this horror abomination.
Hail.
Feel free to go ahead and take your turn.
I'll go ahead and try and swing at it with my great sword. Wow. I would
Damn.
like to, use my inspiration.
Sure.
That's better. No more inspiration.
Okay, 23 hits. Yep.
I'll reroll that too. 11.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. Then you get your second attack, right?
14.
14 hits.
I'll reroll that too. Ooh. 15.
So 26 total. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Anything else on your turn? This should be a full HP, so nothing to worry about there.
No, I don't think so. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. We're going to go to the Otyugh then. First thing he is going to do is make a bite attack on Ava. And since she's stuck in the muck, he's going to get advantage on that attack.
Damn.
He rolled really poorly, but he's got +6 on that. So
Fuck.
15?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Can do 15 points of damage.
Woof.
Would uncanny dodge work in this situation still?
I mean, theoretically, yes. So go for it. Unless,
Okay.
maybe check after this if uncanny dodge doesn't work when you're prone or anything like that. But I think you can just use it as a reaction anytime. It just is your reaction for the turn.
Yeah.
Also going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Honk.
Okay. So first, it
You're
was
not
what?
you're not like immune to disease or anything, are you? I think I've been playing too much Elder Scrolls.
No.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it was 13. So half of 13. Would I just round down to the 6?
No, it was
What was it?
15. Should be 7 damage.
7. Okay. 7, and then what saving throw was that?
DC. Oh well, I'm not gonna tell you the DC. It's a Constitution saving throw. You failed.
Yeah. I'm just.
Fail. You diseased and covered in mud. You're foul.
Lovely.
Okay. Your max hit points are reduced by 5.
Woof.
She only had 5 health. No.
She died.
Is there a way to? So is it like a permanent thing?
You've contracted a disease now. There's a chance for you to just get over the disease every day. Every day that you don't, you continue to lose points to your max hit points, or you can find like a cleric or a healer that can cure disease, or if you find a potion that can do that.
Okay.
It's not like a poison that just has a one-time effect, like you've caught a disease from this awful hippo thing. Yep, that would do it. That would do it.
All right. I'm just putting it in as a note that I'm diseased.
I knew it'd come in handy one day.
Someday it would come in handy.
I've had it for so long.
All right. Well, its next attacks are going to be It's gonna try to hit Kil'Kash and Squeeb. It's gonna try and grab you with its tentacles and pull you in to the muck with it. On Kil'Kash, a 13.
Nope.
No. On Squeeb, a 19.
He missed me just by 1.
Luckily, he rolled a 1 on his damage, so it's only going to do 4. Oh, it's plus that. Okay, it does 9 damage total to Squeeb.
Damn.
You are grappled
I'm gripped.
and restrained until the grapple ends.
I'm gripped.
Okay. And that's going to be its turn. Evelyn, you're up.
Beautiful. One other
Hooray.
question regarding the disease.
No.
Because it's -5. Does that mean I currently also lost 5 health, or was it just going to be my
Yep.
max health? Okay, so
Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, it's just your max health. It's because you've lost more than 5 health, right?
yeah, I
Okay,
lost.
yeah, so no additional damage.
Okay.
It's just you can't restore 5 of those hit points.
You can't be
Okay.
healthier.
I would like to.
If you'd only lost like 2 hit points, then yeah, you would have lost an additional 3, but you've already lost more than 5, so. no
I would
worries.
like to get out of this mud pit.
Cool. You've got a couple options. There's some stairs up above you that you might be able to like scramble to the edge of the wall and then try and like sort of scale your way up them. Or you're going to have to work your way through the creature, in which case you are a rogue. I think you could disengage and kind of like move through it if you
I was
wanted.
gonna say, could I disengage to get through them?
Sure. You're in difficult terrain, so it's going to be a bit.
Movement.
And remember, every square here is 10 feet that you're moving, so like make sure to use your thing here. So I don't think you're going to be able to get all the way out in one turn. Because to get out, you need to get to like here, which is 20 feet in either direction.
Yeah, so I need 40.
You only
to
have
attack.
15.
For climbing up the wall.
You'd have to make a check, but it is closer.
It's gonna be a freaking strength check, isn't it?
Oh, no, I'd let you do like acrobatics. You're kind of like scaling your way up the wall.
I'm going to. Do I need to disengage to climb as well?
Yes, if you don't want it to get an attack of opportunity with you.
Okay, I'm going to disengage.
Which it
I'm
would
going
make those
to.
with its tentacle and potentially grapple you back into the thing if it hit.
I would like to climb the stairs.
Okay. Make me an acrobatics check since you are all kind of gross from the muck. It's going to be with disadvantage because you're very slippery.
Please.
I'm not going to do it.
All right. Well, I'm
You
just
sort of
going to
fall
like.
back into the muck and you've now used all of your movement.
Dang it. I just want to waddle in the mud a little bit further away.
Unfortunately, cannot.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it for me.
You can attack still.
Okay. I'm gonna
Stab
attack
him in
him.
the dick.
I'd like. So I
That's
can.
your... I'll say while you were doing the work this morning, you were able to find, what was it we were trying to get you? Was it a short sword or
I think it was a short. Yeah, a
was it a
short sword.
scimitar? Maybe.
I have short sword. I have proficiency with.
Okay, so you've got a
Not
short
for-
sword and that dagger in the other hand.
Okay, I gotta look up the short sword. Thing.
Cool.
'Cause I don't have it added as a weapon.
I think it's a D6 plus your dex modifier, maybe.
Okay. So to hit for the, I'm gonna use rapier, but it's gonna be a short sword. To attack. The dagger.
Rapier did not hit. Dagger does hit.
Just ignore the bottom text there. That's if I poison. Okay. So dagger hit.
For 4 damage, right? And it needs to make a 15 Constitution save.
That's
Or
only if
you
I.
haven't applied the poison to it, right?
Yeah,
You
so
can only do that once
just
per day,
ignore
I
that.
think.
That text.
Okay. So just 4 damage then?
Just 4 damage.
Oh,
Short sword.
okie dokie. Alright, he takes 4 damages. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Alright, Kil'Kash. What you got?
Oh, I'll pop in my rage.
Rage
And
popped. He's hard.
and am I able to jump in on his back?
You are welcome to try.
What do I got to roll for that?
I'd call that an athletics check. Do you have those boots that you let you jump? Like further and better now?
Boots of striding and springing, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's not part of the description, but just since it fits into the flavor text of that so well, make it with advantage.
And you said which one again to roll for?
Athletics.
Athletics. Where's my athletics? I'm proficient in that shit. You said with advantage?
Yep.
14.
You get up there, but you've got a little bit of slippery footing, so it's going to be tough to stay up.
Am I still on him?
You're on.
Hell yeah. I attack its neck. Its vital
Okay.
spots.
Make me an attack with advantage since you're on top of him.
I think that's... Yeah, it should just be... It's been so long, I can't remember how to do shit. So it's 4... Should be like 7, right? Because I get 2 from rage. Yeah. 2 from rage.
Is that just on damage? That's just on damage, right? Not on the attack
Rage.
roll.
So... It'll be...
Your strength plus your proficiency plus any additional modifiers like from your weapon.
Strength plus proficiency, so 7. Then plus 8 with the weapon.
Okay, so plus 8 and roll it twice.
24.
Roll it twice just to see if you get a nat 20, but that will hit.
Oh yeah, I forgot I got advantage. No.
Okay, you still hit. Roll for damage.
12.
So here it's plus your strength, plus any modifiers, which would include your rage, plus 2 or plus 3, whatever that is now, plus 1 from the weapon.
So that'd be 7. Yeah.
Cool.
Strength is 4, rage is 2, then weapon is 1, so 7, yeah.
13. All right.
Yes. I can get to attack again.
Go for it. With
25.
advantage again. Check if you get a 20, but that hits.
25.
Cool. Roll for damage.
12.
God, you are just a menace.
13.
13. All right. Forgot I need to introduce psychic dealing damage.
I missed that. I dodged that once when I couldn't make a session.
That sucked so hard. I got my guy just to deal with him. He about party wiped everybody. Like he was a tough enemy. He had very little hit points and a pretty low AC, but he hit hard.
Damn.
I'm sure you would have had a good time with him. You probably would have killed him in like 1 turn, but whatever. I'm not
Maybe
salty.
then there's just another
salty.
one down the road.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't really do nothing else.
All right, Thesera, you're up.
All right.
Hail.
As a reminder, Squeeb is grappled, and y'all are able to help him with that. Otherwise, he's gonna have to try and
Help me!
get out of it himself on his turn.
Fuck you, Squeeb.
I'll remember this.
Well, I don't really want to jump in the pit that much. I'll probably still just, stay from a distance. And if you guys need help, mainly Ava, you can come to me right after.
You coward white dragonborn.
You shut up. Okay, so I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna summon my 2 brown bears.
Okay.
So I'll put them in the. Hell yeah,
What
racist.
spell is that?
Put them in the mud.
Conjure
summon-
conjure animals.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Hey, remember, I'm on his back.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be like probably by his feet, like down in the pit.
Okay, good.
So it's just two
Hey,
little.
Okay, you cast that.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna cast Shillelagh as like a bonus action.
Cool.
Because I won't be able to pick up Squeeb after I cast, and Ava's too far for me to. I have to touch her to be able to help her with her
Hey, I'll-
disease.
Have to touchy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you should come down the hole.
Sounds like you're already down there.
All right, I grab this rope and bring Thesera down here.
Do you have a rope now?
I cut off its tentacle. Yeah.
using it as a whip.
Yes.
Oh, look at the bears.
Sarah's got
It's poop.
2 little bears down there.
I think the
Looks like a little
bears
potato.
attack right after my turn, so I can start rolling for their attacks.
Yep,
if
go
they
for
even
it.
hit.
Oh my goodness, look at those little guys.
So they both have 2 attacks.
Jesus Christ.
So I can do their bites first if that helps, and then I can do their claws.
Sure. However you want to do it.
Okay.
Just tell me what the attack rolls are. I'll tell you if they hit, and then we can roll damage. Go ahead and roll all the attacks first.
Okay. So let's just say for bear 1, this is a bite,
Hits.
and then. Or actually, it's the same. It's a +6 for all of their attacks. So I'll just say, okay, this is for another bear 1.
Hits. So
And
both
then
bear ones attacks hits.
Bear 2.
Hits. Misses.
Okay.
With 2 bites and a claw attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so it's 1d8 +4 for the bite. So this is 1 bite. Ugh. So 5 and an 11. And then 2d6 +4 for a claw. So 12.
So 28 total.
Yes.
Okay. 28 damages.
Poo and poo too.
Yep.
All right, Squeeb, back up to your turn. You are currently grappled and constrained. So until you break out, you can't do anything. So can you give me a strength check to break out?
Yes.
Look at that
21.
strong man. He breaks out.
Ah! I poo there and poo
Can't
too.
hold me back. Ah!
Oh, you got 2
All right.
poos there.
Why are you looking at my poos?
Oh,
You got poo.
Do you want to
poo,
describe
poo.
how you broke out of it? Did you like give his claw or his tentacle like a big bite, or did you just flex out of it? How'd you get out?
I just flexed out of it, Superman style. Just went and opened up my
Nice.
hands.
Club can't even handle you right now.
I'll go ahead and
Yep.
attack with my sword. Ooh.
2 nat 20. Nat-
Adelaine's just like in shock, just like help. Somebody please help. Just covered in shit and mud. Just like
for frick's sake.
okay. Yeah, 2 nat 20s. That's crazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna say go ahead and describe your kill.
Yay. Oh man, I get to attack 3 times though because I got it.
I mean, if like you can introduce those other attacks into it if you want. He has 30 hit points, and I'm pretty sure with the crit and another attack, you're gonna kill him. So the fact that you rolled 2 crits is just fun. Yeah, that
Oh,
attack
man.
killed him.
I gotta
you
see
can,
what
you
my
can play
other
into
attacks
it, but
were.
like,
Or
yeah.
I'll take each tentacle and just sever them with each of those attacks, and with the final attack, I'll just slash his jaw wide open.
Nice. So yeah, you strike the first tentacle that was holding you a second ago and sever it completely as it lets out a sort of ear-shattering scream. You quickly move to the second one, slicing it as it's trying to reach for Ava. And then, before it can react, you sort of, as it's screaming, slice its jaw clean open, and you see this sort of just like noxious brownish green goo come out from behind its tongue, uh, presumably what caused the disease in Ava, and it falls to the ground, dead, and begins to sink into the muck.
Lovely. I'm gonna climb on top of this bear.
Otyugh.
Ride the bear.
Freaking get me out of here.
The bears disappear and Ava falls face first into the mud.
Yeah, Sony gets rid of the spell and you just fall back into the mud.
What's it called? Ava, do you think you can make an antidote from this poison?
All I can do is make poisons.
Oh,
I don't make medicine, I make poison.
you don't think you could?
Maybe you could make a new poison from it. That's a good point.
It is true. I'm just going to swim through the mud here and go collect a sample of that disease.
For your benefit, let's you'll collect some of that. Let's say we'll go ahead and do the roll now, but sometime later after you're clean and you've recovered a bit, you'll sort of do an investigation of the materials. Why don't we call it a nature check to see if you unlock a new poison?
Lovely.
Nat 1.
So do I make a... Is it a Constitution saving throw again?
Nope.
Am I...
You've already lost max health. In 24 hours, you'll have a chance to do it again. You'll either be cured or reduce your max hit points further.
Oof.
Unless somebody else were to take some kind of action.
Oof.
I grab Ava and yeet her out of the hole.
Whee!
What's it called? Can I inspect the flesh of the monster? It has like tentacles on it, but I wonder if the meat's edible.
I am not eating that thing if you're cooking it.
I'll
Well,
eat it.
Yeah, I know he will.
Okay, so let me just describe this room a little bit. This is some flavor text they provided. There must have been a wooden floor in this tower when it was built to cover the dungeon pit beneath it. Now the floor is gone, and the dungeon has been turned into a garbage pit and latrine filled with foul-smelling waste and swamp water to just a few feet below the level of the doorway. The floor above is badly rotted, and large portions have collapsed. Through the gaping holes in the second floor, you can see that the third floor is still in good condition. But to reach the stone stairs that circle upward around the outward wall, you must cross 10 feet of indescribable muck.
Lovely.
Can we just ride
Yes.
Pooh and Pooh too?
I'm gonna ride
You're
Pooh.
still in the indescribable muck at this time.
Well, bears can last an hour, so.
They're just standing there slowly sinking.
Did you want me to cure you of your disease?
I would appreciate that.
Woo.
Oh, did you do your nature check yet? This is just to
Oh.
see if you can unlock a new poison using
No.
the stuff from that.
Oh.
Need to beat a 15. Oh, well,
I
you
got
did it.
16!
We can talk details later,
Yeah.
but I think it'll be something that had a similar effect to the disease you had, where it'll reduce a target's max hit points.
Ava's diseased.
Woo.
We can talk details later, but we'll go ahead and mark that as like a, for the time being, you can mark it as like a max HP reducing poison.
Do you want me to put it under simple or the next tier of poison?
What's the other simple one? Is it just a damage dealing one?
So I have basic, which is just the basic injury, and then I have simple, which is the truth, the sleep, and the fumble.
It'd probably
So
be simple.
Simple is 3 venoms, 2 gold.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Because like that, whatever kind of biological compounds were in its mouth are probably a bit harder to come by than like a simple poison or a basic poison. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Cool. So y'all have killed that. You've checked it out now. You went ahead
That
and did
helps.
cure disease, Sony, on Aveline.
Yeah.
I help
Cool.
Squeeb with this meat.
Do you want to do like a we'll call it a nature check again to look at the meat and see if you think it'd be edible?
Where's my
So
nature?
totally
Um,
edible.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, like it's probably a bit gamey, but
14.
it probably tastes pretty good once it's cooked.
Let's get it, Squeeb. Cut it up.
What does Kil'Kash gleam from his nature check?
He's not much of a chef, so he's thinking more about like whether its saliva would turn into like a good beer, and he sort of sees like he sees Aveline over there like struggling from being bit by it, and he's like, you know what, probably not. Like probably a bad idea.
Still want the meat. Let's grab it.
Hmm.
Hurry up, Squeeb. Put your back into it.
Well,
I
which
get-
part do you want? Do you want the calamari or do you want the like actual flesh of it?
I want all of it.
I'll take off a tentacle and go fry it up and see how Kil'Kash likes it.
Okay, we'll save that for later. If you want to just mark that you've got a Otyugh tentacle in your inventory.
Am I allowed to lift this beast up out of the hole?
I'll say it's kind of been sinking into the muck, so it's probably going to be hard to get the whole thing out, but I'll let y'all have a tentacle.
My strength is doubled. Because I can lift.
Incredibly. You know what? If you want to go for it, by all means. You
Get the
have
bears to
advantage,
help.
right? Yeah, the bears are
Uh,
helping.
So would it be the saving throw?
Yeah, just do a strength check. Draw a strength check.
So I get advantage on that.
With advantage, yep.
My vibe.
26.
That's so gross. I hate that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you pull it out.
Yeah.
Squeeb
Squeeb falls
falls
back in.
Nope. I'm with
Y'all,
poo.
y'all are able to pull the full thing out of the muck and drag
Hell
it out.
yeah.
So y'all
Chef,
can take
we got a new
whatever
item for the
meats you
menu.
want. Meanwhile, the guard drakes come like sniffing around it and like turn their nose up at it and like flee to the other side of the courtyard.
I go look for the chef. Where is he?
Well,
Kitchen.
perhaps we should check if Ava's okay first before y'all go
I
and
look
draw
at Ava,
anybody's
she's fine.
attention. You also see that there's, despite the sound of combat, haven't really drawn anybody's attention. Now might be a good opportunity to check out those stairs.
Yes. Quick
All right,
question.
Ava, go up there.
With my disease gone, do I get my health back or no? That max health
Nope.
or no?
Your max health returns to normal, but you don't like heal for 5 points.
Okay, so I
anything.
do get my 5 back.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll
Yeah, and Sonny just marked that down. That was another spell slot.
I'll go
Write
up
that
the
down.
stairs, hugging the wall.
Okay.
I
Are
have
each of y'all going to follow up to the second floor?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hood up.
I'm gonna ride on Pooh.
Whoa. All right.
Cool.
Poo too.
He's gonna shake you off.
Right. As you all get up there, you sort of see that as I said before, like the ceiling of the room you're in before seems to have like rotted away. And sure enough, as you get to sort of this second floor area y'all have been to, let me actually bring it up. I forgot I have a map for all this. Let's all go to the second floor. Y'all are now over here in E, in the top left.
Oh, okay. I see.
So y'all are essentially in one of the separate towers. You've come up through those stairwells, and essentially in the room you see there's a rotted floor. There's a couple of beams that would let you cross like to either side of the building, but they're covered in muck, moss, just sort of nasty stuff. but you do think you see a sort of like not a chest. What would you call it? Yeah, it would be like a big sort of like box next to an old rotted bed over on one side of the room.
Where do
But
we
you'd
drop
have
our?
to. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking where we drop our characters. I see.
Over an E. Yeah. Then the only other noticeable thing is, as I said, there seems to be some steps that go up the floor again. This time to a floor that's not rotted away. It seems very, very sturdy despite its age, and it's closed by a trap door.
So this chest in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to inspect it.
Okay. From where you are, you can't really tell much about it.
It's over.
You'd have to sort of like make your way over to the other wall, where you'd have to sort of walk across this slippery beam.
Okay. I'll make my way across the slippery beam.
Okay.
You greedy goblin.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Boo.
You fall.
Indeed, you fall
Oh.
into the muck on the floor
What
below you again.
What about my boots of is it spider walking?
Uh-huh. Do you have those?
I
You
gave
Yeah,
want to walk
her
along the
spider
wall
climbing.
instead?
Yeah.
Okay. Rather than going about the acrobatics route, she's just going to cheat and walk along the wall to get to
You
the other
already
side.
I guess I could have did that to climb out of the freaking.
Yeah, you could
already
have.
rolled. She falls.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay, you get over
I'll
there.
cross the wall.
You see that the chest over there by the bed seems very, very old, but it's made of some hardwood, so it's pretty sturdy, and there's like an old rusted iron lock on it.
I would like to lockpick it.
Okay.
Um. What? Is it just gonna be that?
You slide a hand check.
Oh, sleight of hand.
Yep. Cool.
The thieves' school command here is very confusing. It has like question marks you have to fill in.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But anyways, you unlock the thing, and inside, you find so much valuables: 1,800 copper pieces, 54 silver
Damn.
pieces, and a pair of gold earrings, worth
give me
about
the
10
earrings.
GP.
All right, 1,800 copper. How many silver?
I'm just gonna say in total that's worth about 11 gold pieces.
Well,
Okay.
1 million copper.
All right. 11 gold. Sounds good. Sorry,
Gold
guys,
is
there's
gold,
nothing in
right?
here.
Gold is gold.
All right, give me the earrings. I gotta look fancy.
What earrings? There's nothing in here. You have to walk across a slippery beam to look at it.
This is the kind of repayment I get for saving your ass.
Here's one earring.
Yep.
I'll remember that. Just like I got my eye on you for taking my fire wine.
It wasn't me.
Shaggy.
It wasn't me.
You sound guilty.
All right, and I'm just gonna walk across the wall. Backward, everyone.
It wasn't me. It was Kil'Kash.
It was a perfect crime.
I thought it would be me the whole time. Alright, now what?
We
You said there was a trap door.
Go upstairs.
Yeah,
Well,
are you going up the stairs to look at the trapdoor?
yeah.
All right, give me a perception check.
I perceive with perfection.
Yuck.
Good.
You just see sort of it's a wooden door, that's or like a
Made of
wooden
wood.
trap door that's flush with the ceiling above you. It's just something like you would go into an attic with almost, where you sort of just like pop it open and go to the next floor. Um, but it's just got sort of like a little wooden twist lock on it, where like you essentially just like fold it in a direction so that it goes over the gap. So if you tried to pull on it or push on it, it wouldn't open. But it looks like it'd be easy enough to move away.
I move it away.
Cool. As you do, it seems to rub some chalk off that was written on the door.
Some chalk.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Aw.
Either way,
I
it's
see
illegible
anything?
now.
I'll go ahead and open it.
Cool. Do you want to like peek your head in? Or are you going in?
I'll just open it.
Cool. As you open it, a cold burst of like sort of stale air sort of hits you in the face as this chamber opens that seemingly nobody's touched in quite some time.
Holy crap, this room just farted on me.
It wasn't me.
Alright, Shaggy number 2, get in there.
I volunteer
Oh.
for Sarah to look.
No, I'm in the back.
I grab
I'm-
Thesera and shove her in.
No, I'm on poo.
I grab Pooh.
Poo will nip ya.
He's
I'll
nipping.
slap Pooh.
Quit slapping your poo.
Don't tell me what to do.
Get in there. You poo.
Somebody going in? Or are y'all just gonna
I'll go in. Everyone's being a coward.
Finally, Kil'Kash takes initiative and goes in.
Oh my goodness.
Before I go in, I slap Pooh and I jump in.
Alright.
Or
You and
poop.
Pooh go in together.
Oh no, get that
Can y'all
bear out
drop
of
your
here.
characters in up here again? So I'll say Kil'Kash, as you go in,
I
you
see
look around the
weapons.
room. No, quite the opposite, actually. You look around and you see that there seem to be a number of bookshelves and desks that don't seem to have been like disturbed for quite some time. There's a large table in the center of the room with a bunch of sort of scrolls laid out amongst it, and you see that there are a number of scroll racks around the walls as well. Make me a perception check as well.
Egyptian word. Okay. Those are nice scrolls.
Nice paper.
You also notice the room's a bit chilly, but aside from that, nothing special.
Damn. I flipped the
It's a
table.
cold.
Who's coming in behind Kil'Kash?
I'm in
Sarah.
behind. I'm
Evelyn?
at the very far back. I'm at the
Oh,
far
you're
back.
all the way at the back. Okay, so who's second in line?
Guess I'll go in.
Squeeb?
Sarah.
Okay, Squeeb, give me a perception check.
20.
As you go in, you see what you think you see sort of in various spots in the room, weird lumps on the ground, which as you get closer, you recognize little fragments of cloth and what you think to be bone ash.
Bone ash. Huh. What do you guys make of this? Kil'Kash, give me your deep analysis of what you think is going on.
No idea.
Wow. Thesera, what do you think is going on?
Sorry, not paying attention.
Oh,
Wow. The
Yeah.
party sucks.
yeah, you
Damn
just
it.
missed this
My party
whole.
sucks.
I'm busy petting poo.
Hopefully the bear. Anyways. Wait a minute. Only Poo 2 is here.
Aveline, give me an insight check.
Okay, insight. Ooh,
Insightful.
As y'all
hell?
begin to sort of look around the room, you seem to feel like you're being watched.
guys, I don't like this room.
Oh,
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
weenie.
I like it.
How about
Bring on the
Stony? Why don't
danger.
you give me a history check with advantage? Because y'all have been told a little bit about what this place used to be.
You said for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. History. Mhm.
11.
Oh.
You're trying to recall exactly what you know about this place, and you recall that Leison had provided y'all with some information that apparently, like, after the original owner had created Castle Neritar out here, like, it used to be, like, this really lush forest and stuff like that. He abandoned it eventually, like 1,000 years ago or something like that. But more recently, the castle was occupied by an all-female group of astrologers called the Academy of Stargazers. Um, they were mysteriously disappeared about 150 years ago, and at that same time, the area became sort of mired in a swamp, and like the forest seemingly like died all around it.
Hmm.
Rip.
That's so weird. What event could have happened 150 years ago?
The
As you
great.
look around, you begin to recognize some of the things around you. Like, hey, on that table in the center, there seem to be like these star charts, and there's several scrolls around the room describing sort of the movement of astral bodies and the alignment of sort of the outer elements.
That's cool. Maybe Grallow would like that.
Do you want to take some for him?
Yeah, I'll take some stuff here.
Okay. As you put your hand on one of the scrolls, you feel a cold hand on your shoulder, and
Oh.
all of a sudden you turn around and you see
It's
from the
me.
bodies of the four bodies laying on the ground, these purplish specters appear, and everybody roll for initiative.
No.
Is it
I
psychic?
was
I'm out of
hiding on
here.
the stairs.
Nat 20.
Oh wait.
Also, Trip, can you drop your character in up top?
Sure.
How does Aveline have 7
thought I-
initiative? This is highway robbery.
I thought I had it before.
It's called being alert, and I cannot be surprised. I was not surprised there was ghosts.
If you zoom out, they look kind of like just like purple cotton balls.
Yeah, they do. And even zoomed in, they look a little bit like purple cotton ones. You got a nat 20, Trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Advantage on your next hit.
I cannot be surprised when I hit a nat 20.
So just put you all around the room, maybe like this. Okay. Aveline with the 20. Kil'Kash 13. Sony 16.
I go first over the specters. They can suck it.
Squeeb.
Cool.
Yeah.
Squab.
Where's Squeeb?
I'm squabbing.
Squeeb.
I'm the
Squeeb.
first.
Cool. All right, Squeeb. Yeah, you are indeed up first. What would you like to do?
I don't have a turn order. Oh.
Oh, do you not see yours? I'll delete and re-add.
How dare you?
There he is.
You were still in there as a 20 on my side, so I just kind of left you there.
Yeah.
Yoink. There you go.
Alright, what are these purple nurples doing?
They've just sort of risen up from the corpses you saw around the room, so they're more just sort of chilling and getting into their space. But you do feel the air noticeably colder now that they've appeared.
Help, it's cold. I'll go ahead and attack one. See what happens.
Okay.
They could be friendly.
They could also kill us in one hit.
I mean, they'll probably kill Kil'Kash in one hit, assuming they do psychic damage. But
What about me, huh? What
Huh?
happened?
You're psychotic. 15.
Which one are you attacking?
This one right here.
Cool. 15 hits. Roll for damage.
12.
12 damages. Okay. As you swing into the sort of ghostly apparition in front of you, you feel your blade sort of almost go through it. Like there's some friction, but not a lot there. And it takes resisted damage.
No. Guys, let us pray together so I can do damage.
You gonna keep attacking?
Yeah, I'll re-attack. The same one, 20.
Okay, that hits.
12 again.
Another
I'm a
hit, another
reroll that.
6.
6. What is that? 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do 8 then?
Yep.
Cool.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right, which one did you attack just for reference? Is it the
Is
top
this
one or
bottom
the
left one?
bottom? Okay. Let me see if I can put a little tag on it so we know. Cool. All right. Aveline, it is your turn.
Perfect. I want to look at this one, and I want to see if I can do any like reasoning with it.
Which one?
The one on the stairs there.
Okay. Cool.
It's like, we do not mean to harm you. We are just passing through. Does
You
it still
say
look
as I'm
aggressive?
harming them.
I don't mean any harm. I'm just passing through. Do they look aggressive still?
You swear you hear like a woman's voice shriek, "No, don't hurt us! How could you betray us?" But they don't seem to react otherwise.
Does it still look like it's going to hurt me?
Yeah, it still looks pretty pissed.
Okay. I guess I'll attack.
Okay.
So, short sword. Then my dagger. Just ignore the
Okay.
flavor.
Both of those hit.
Alright, short sword. Dagger.
Flavor.
Ignore the flavor
Okay.
text.
Both of those are resisted, so we can do 7 points of damage.
Ah. What the dagger is a magic weapon. Would that change anything?
Let me check. Slashing from non-magical attacks. That would change something. Oh no, Trip, is you? Do you know if you have a what +2 greatsword?
It's just a +1. Why?
I had to check. For some reason, I thought I couldn't remember for sure if +1 weapon attacks were considered magical, or if they were just normal, like slashing, bludgeoning, piercing damage. I had to confirm. They are, in fact, considered magical attacks.
Whoa.
So actually, it did not resist the damage you were doing. So you actually outright killed this one.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
And this one, you did what? So
10
14 points of damage, right? Instead of
Only
7?
the dagger. Only the
Oh,
dagger
because
is
your other
magical.
one is
A
just a
normal short sword.
normal short sword, right? So
It
that
would
was
be
resisted
10
for
damage.
3. Yep, cool. Good shout. Alright, it takes 10 points of damage. Give me a hard
Whoa.
dot to this guy.
That one guy.
Cool. Alright, anything else on your turn?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. You do have your bonus action free since that dagger has that other property. If you wanted to like disengage.
Actually, I will disengage.
Also,
And
you had sneak attack on that. We didn't even do that.
oh, right. I keep forgetting. I have so many attacks. 8, but would it be? Would I do sneak
That's what
attack for
I'm
each
about to
one?
look. No, it's only on your main attack. I'm pretty sure.
So I'm pretty sure technically the short sword would be the main weapon. At least that's what I would assume if someone was dual wielding a sword and a dagger. So it'd just be 4 sneak attack damage.
Okay, yep, sneak attack just deals additional weapon damage of the type of weapon that was used. So you said it was 8, so that'll get resisted to 4. But that does make a difference, and it is... That Spectre's not looking too hot.
The spectre deflector.
And yeah, I'll disengage.
Okay.
And I'll move over to here.
Cool.
That's it for me.
Okie doke. Who is next? Thesera.
Me. I was thinking of trying to like get them to stop too by using I'll take out my gem of brightness and just have it emit a very bright light.
Interesting strategy.
My eyes.
I don't know. I'll just like command them to try and stop fighting while I have it
Kil'Kash is now
flashing.
dead.
They do seem to react negatively to the light, but if anything, it seems to enrage them further.
Oh, okay. So,
And everyone's blind.
My eyes.
I guess that's what I can do is my turn, but then I still have my Pooh Bears.
Holy crap, you did nothing.
Yeah.
That's
You
right. I'll
blinded
drop
me.
here. Grab your bears real quick.
Pooba.
Oh no, where'd they go?
But I'll just start rolling for their attacks, so I'll do bear 1 first and then bear 2.
Okay.
Pooba.
I got an 11.
Quick question: Where are they, and who are they attacking?
They'd be attacking this one. I was kind of like,
They're by the stairs.
I don't know if you'd
Or, like,
consider
with you?
like if I was able to ride one or not throughout.
Sure. I mean, these squares are 10 feet, so there can be one on your space with you.
Yeah, I was thinking like
And there'll
one
be,
I
like-
was riding and the other one was like literally next to me.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I guess just attacking this one here in the corner.
Cool.
So
Go for it.
for bear 1, I got an 11. And then
That does not hit.
for its claw, I did get a crit.
Okay.
And then for bear 2, a 25 and a
Hits.
20.
Hits. Okay. So I guess just roll 1 claw attack and then double it.
1 clawed.
and then it's going to get halved because it resists. But
Alright, so 13. So,
13 to the one in the top left.
yep.
Okay. And then roll
And I'll.
just a normal bite and a normal claw attack.
Okay, so this one's gonna be another claw because I have it set already.
Okay.
So 11.
That deals 5.
And then it is 1d8 plus 4. So 6.
So 6. Cool. All right, that one is very hurt as well.
And that's all I can do.
Cool. All right. I didn't realize we both got 13s for the monster and for you, Kil'Kash. So can you roll another dex check for me, or another initiative check? Por favor.
Another. What kind of check you said?
Initiative, so it should just be plus your dexterity.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay, yeah, they rolled higher, so I'm gonna put you at 12. Not 122.
I'll be right back.
All right, Spectre's turn.
Woohoo!
Okay. All right. Red one is going to attack Kil'Kash.
Huh?
He gets a 16.
He fails. I got 17.
Didn't that 14 almost hit you before?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What's your AC actually?
19.
You just raised it again. What's your actual AC?
It's 14.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I almost hit you with a lower roll earlier. Okay. 86. All right, you take 10 points of damage and then make me a Constitution saving throw.
Huh? That is bullshit.
So, are you still in rage? No, you
I
probably
don't
wouldn't
know.
be anymore, right?
Does it go
'Cause
away
the
after he
combat
does an
ended
attack?
before?
Yeah.
So
So,
you
yeah,
said
not
10
in
I
rage yet, so
lost?
10 points of damage, yep. And then make me a Constitution saving throw.
On here, I just looked.
Thank you, Ken.
Fuck.
Okay, your hit points maximum is reduced by 10. All right, and then it is going to. Oh shoot, where am I? There we go. It is going to move inside this bear, and it is going to end its turn there, which deals 1d10 force damage to the bear. Deals 2 damage to the bear.
It haunts the bear. It takes control.
Yeah. And
It
I'm
has
just going to
become a
move.
bear.
I'm going to move it back just so we know we can see stuff. The blue one is going to try and attack Squeeb. Okay, it gets a 21.
You have to remind him he's not here at the moment.
Okay, 15 points of damage to Squeeb, and he'll need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
And then the final one is going to attack Sony. It gets a 20.
Ouch.
Damn.
Deals 13 points of damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
When do I get my max HP back?
After a long rest,
Okay.
or if you die.
I marked it off on a different side because it wouldn't let me put my.
If
I
fair
didn't
warning,
wanna
if
get my
your
max.
max HP ever drops to 0, you are just insta dead. No saving
I'm
rolls or anything.
I'm
Squeeb, you
back.
took
We're back.
15 damage and you gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
My constipation
Can I
saving
use
throw.
Inspiration.
Sure, if you'd like to.
Oh!
Conk.
Hey,
Okay, you save. It does not affect your, not affect your max HP. Squeeb, on the
Yay.
other hand, your max HP has been reduced by 15 points.
Oh hell no.
damn. Fuck.
Let's see.
And then this one is going to move inside Aveline, and this one's going to move inside the other bear.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
God damn.
Alright, everyone
So-
slap Aveline.
Bear number 2 takes 9 points of damage, and Aveline takes 2 points of damage.
I would like to die.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage.
Yay.
How many points of damage
Okay.
you said for the bear?
Each bear took 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, they can occupy in any space, and it kind of
I
like
don't feel so good.
pushes things away from it, kind of. All right, Kil'Kash, your turn.
Yay. So is that bear possessed?
Nope. It's like it ended its turn in the space, and like as that happened, it sort of like expelled the bear from the space it was in. Kind of like a little spatial explosion.
Are these guys psychic damage fuckers?
No.
They
It's
are
necrotic.
now.
It's necrotic.
I'll pop
Why
rage
you
because fuck
asking?
it, why not?
Why you ask?
You know, because they're ghosts. All right, I pop rage. Which one's the strongest looking one that has the most health?
Bottom right hasn't been touched yet.
Okay, I'll attack bottom right then.
Okay.
13.
That hits, just barely.
Ooh. 8.
That is rough. All right, 8 points of damages.
I attack it again. 22.
That hits.
$19.
All right, you killed that one.
Yay!
Man's down. Anything else?
No, I can't really do anything. So
All right, we'll go to Squeeb.
I don't feel so good. Which one's been attacked?
Both
Oh.
have.
Where's the other one? It's under poo.
Top left and top right corners.
Which one's more unhealthy?
Can't tell you that.
Which one looked like it took more damage?
They both took quite a bit.
Alright. I'll probably go on the one that Kil'Kash just swung at.
I didn't swing at that one.
Okay, why are you near it then?
That's the
is
one
the
that
one-
Aveline hit her first turn.
Whatever. I'll go for the one Kil'Kash swung at then.
That one's already dead.
Oh, never mind. I get to attack another time.
So I'm trying to think. Are you moving into the space where Sony is and attacking the red one, or are you just attacking the blue one?
I'll just attack the blue one.
Okay. Well, yeah, the 20, nat 20 definitely hits. So roll for damage.
I'll reroll that
yeah.
one.
It's dead. It's super
Okay.
dead.
Wait, so how does this work for my thing? On your turn. Let's see. I just make one attack as a bonus.
Yeah, so like you still have an attack as part of your attack action, and then you can make another attack as a bonus action.
Cool. I'll attack the other ghost. 20.
Okay. I assume you're gonna just move into range to hit it.
Yeah. 16. Get out of the way,
16
Pooba.
damage.
Yeah, damage.
Holy shit. You killed that one too. There you go.
Beautiful.
I didn't get a chance to use my third attack ever.
You attack Kil'Kash.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Look out of here, Squeeb.
You just
Get
took
out here, you
at
boob.
40 damage.
All right. With that, as you kill the sort of the last of the specters, you see like a slight wind blows through the space, and the bone ash on the floor gets sort of swept out of the room, and the room seems to return to a sort of the muggy, humid environment you've gotten used to over the last couple days.
Does my max HP return, or am I still sick?
Nope, not until you're until you long
Yes.
rest.
You're so sick.
Yeah, it's not a disease; it's more of a curse.
I'll take one of the poisons that Ava did and give it to her again.
You want more poison?
Yep. Just to feed it to you again. Here, Sony, eat this tentacle.
Delicious.
No, I'm
Does
good.
the stairs go up again?
Nope, that's where y'all just came from.
Is
So
there
in the
anything
room, like I
else?
said, you sort of look around, and there's a number of old. It seems almost as though, like, as that fight ended, whereas this room seemed sort of perfectly preserved before, like time seems to have caught up with the room. And you look around, many of the parchments around have been like rotted. The wooden scroll holders and sort of bookshelves seem dilapidated and have fallen apart. Even though just a moment ago they looked good as new. Seems as if there might have been some sort of spell that was keeping this space protected.
Holy.
As you do look around, you do see that there are a couple star charts that seem to be still intact. There's one that's drawn on parchment. You find another in the room that's scribed into on a clay disc. So they like forged a clay disc in a kiln with sort of etchings of like a star chart into it. And then another one that was etched into some rolled copper, where they essentially like press the grooves into the copper.
Cop.
As a heads up, each of those are worth about 700 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Did I hear gold?
Back
No.
off, Ava.
But I would agree. I think Grallow would really appreciate one of them. That would just be my take.
I was gonna go.
Either the copper or the clay disc one would be kind of cool.
No.
I was gonna go back downstairs.
Yes. If Grallow's interested, I'm taking one.
Oh.
Actually, I mean, you still got your ring. You could just straight up like ring him, be like, "Hey, yo, we just found these star charts. You want to check one of these out?" And he can just tell you which one you would prefer.
Alright. I'll just, ring him up then. I hope
Okay,
he's...
I'm just gonna do a random roll. He tells you he really wants the copper one. He wants to check it out.
I was thinking the copper one too for him.
Well, perfect. He is glad that y'all are on the same page, and he's like, 100% bring that back. I know it's worth a lot, so I'll repay you somehow.
It'll be a gift for your birthday.
Oh. All right. Well, the other two, y'all know how I kind of play these rules. Like, you find jewels, that kind of stuff that are worth a certain amount. You magically sell them. Y'all have 1,400 gold pieces to split between y'all from the other two.
I get Kil'Kash gets
Unless somebody wants to keep
1,399.
Unless somebody wants to keep one of the other star charts for some other reason, I would just assume y'all would sell them. You could use them to trade or for leverage if y'all wanted to. Otherwise, gold machine.
Is there any weapons down here?
No, this is a place of learning, clearly.
Damn, I'm out of here.
Kil'Kash is bored now. Damn, it was cooler when there were ghosts here. All right, anything else you want to check out here? If not, I think we did some good exploration, some fun combat. Probably call it there.
So what is that? 350 each.
Yeah, 350 each.
Money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money. All right, any questions from anybody? If not, I'm gonna go get a bunch of water, probably make some soup.
Am I
We
Whoa.
long rest.
Is the 350 including me, or am I just taking the stuff for Grallow?
Up to y'all how y'all want to split it.
Wouldn't it be 350 for the 1400?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's saying because she's technically taking 700. For
Well,
Grallow.
that's Grallow. That's his own portion.
Does that mean we only have 700 from the total now?
No, you still have two others worth 700 each for 1400 total. I think
Oh.
Sammy was just trying to be generous.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right, 350 for everybody then. Tony's like, deal. I'll take it.
Thank
We
you.
long rest.
Schmeagle.
Yeah, I mean, y'all have completed the task that was given to y'all, so y'all can report in. In fact, as y'all go downstairs, there seems to have been a crowd drawn around the now like rotting carcass of the Otyugh y'all left in the courtyard.
It's
And,
not rotting. It's still good.
Well, it certainly smells like it's rotting.
It was in some sewage.
People have some
Chef,
questions
cook it up.
about it. The chef looks at y'all and looks at Squeeb, and he's like, "You can't be serious about cooking this thing, right?"
Well,
good?
this guy's got an iron stomach, so we gotta see if it's edible or not.
He looks at you, he's like, "I'm all for scientific experimentation, but you're not going to cook that in my kitchen. Take it out to the lizard folk area if you want to cook that."
All right, Kil'Kash, let's go cook it.
You said you was gonna cook it in your kitchen. You can cook it out there. Chop chop.
I just said I would, you boob. Now come on,
Hurry up! I'm hungry.
get a fucking pan and go outside.
I ain't cooking it. You are.
Just go grab a pan.
Y'all just start dragging the Otyugh corpse outside the castle. Like everybody's like waving their hands in front of their faces as you go by. Like, God damn, that thing smells.
Go get a walk, Kil'Kash.
I grabbed the wok. All right, start cooking. I chuck it at your head.
All right. I fry
All
up
right.
a tentacle and then give it to Kil'Kash like a dog treat.
Give me a survival check to see how well you cook it.
Me or him?
You for making it. 14. Not bad. You apply all the sort of techniques that you've been learning recently, and you make what seems to be at least sort of like a presentable, like you said, sort of calamari, sort of fried in some of the pita bread that you had left over.
About to be like a freaking deadly puffer fish. If I don't prepare it right, Kil'Kash dies immediately.
Yeah, Kil'Kash, are you gonna eat it now?
Hell yeah, I'm hungry. Give it to me.
All right,
Here.
give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'll throw it to him like a hibachi chef.
14.
You
Die.
take
Huh?
21 points of poison damage.
Huh?
Even though it's well cooked, it is still poisonous.
Still poisonous.
Well, that's all I needed to know.
I blame
There
the
you
chef.
go,
He could
Kil'Kash.
have told me it was fucking
Yeah, his,
poisonous. You
His like
bastard.
eyes turn bloodshot. He starts vomiting everywhere. Like his nose starts bleeding out of it. He's not looking
Quick,
too hot.
mud beer.
Give me some of the mud beer.
I'll take a glass of like mud from the frickin' swamp and give it to Kil'Kash.
Oh god. Another Constitution check from Kil'Kash.
Oh my
Fuck
god!
Kil'Kash now has hepatitis C.
I kill Squeeb. Punch him in the face.
You're on the floor dying right now.
I'm still standing.
You have 6
how are you
diseases of which
staying?
people know, and another 3 that have never been identified before.
Damn you, Squeeb! What the fuck you give me?
One of the diseases actually now converts. You can't actually speak common anymore. It just comes out as dwarvish somehow. We don't know how, but we're trying to figure it out.
I can't understand you, Kil'Kash. Are you okay?
What do the
Oh no.
Give him the finger.
frogs
He's
and
become stupid.
cultists see? Like, what do they think seeing him like that?
The lizard folk are just trying, like, kind of shaking their head as they've heard the rumors that y'all are here to, like, save them. And the frogs are just laughing their asses off.
Can I kill the frogs?
You're
No.
dead.
Muffin.
One of the diseases killed you, and another one brought you back to life. So you're technically
Thesera.
undead now. Like,
Can
I don't want to
cast
get.
your,
I don't want to go
cast
near
your
you.
healing shit.
No.
Cast your healing shit.
I don't
Help
want to touch you.
Ah, you'll
I'll
just
give-
sleep it off. You'll be
Here.
fine.
Freaking looks like freaking Ebola touched his entire being. I'll give Kil'Kash some of the regular bread I have. Here, eat this.
What is this?
Wonder
Is this
bread.
bread.
bread?
Wonder bread.
Why are you more scared to have normal bread?
I was in the mood for meat, not dry bread.
Just ate a poisonous monster that we knew was poisonous from Ava, and then he's like, "It's poisonous."
I said Kil'Kash was never smart.
Well,
He thinks with his stomach.
Kil'Kash is like expelling
You
out of
fooled
every
me. I thought you were
orifice right
thinking with
now.
your ass this whole time.
I got
Alright,
shit.
Kil'Kash.
I shit all over Squeeb.
I'm already in the castle. You're just outside in the swamp still.
Yeah. All those in favor of locking him out for the night.
You're not gonna
Yes.
heal him?
I break the door.
I ain't touching him.
Sure you will. Look at him.
Wow.
He's
You
pathetic.
touch Ava when she was covered in shit.
Ava wasn't
Wow.
throwing up, pooping, and whatever the hell's coming out of you at the same time. You
wasn't
got
even
hepatitis
Out of
C.
every orifice.
I'll give you
Kil'Kash
50
is
gold.
bleeding, barfing, shitting.
I'll give you 50 gold to heal me. Now fucking do it.
50 gold.
oh, sorry about that. My cat stepped on my power button on my PC. Anyways, yeah, so Kil'Kash, the most diseased man on the planet now.
I'm trying to make an offer for 50 gold. She doesn't want to take it.
All the jokes about disease aside, you did take that poison damage. I assume that didn't kill you. I think you'll be fine. I assume you'll
Down to
all go
20
and
HP.
take a long rest to get your max hit points back and
Get rid of your
done.
hepatitis.
The next day,
I'm gonna.
I gather more snake venom.
So I'm gonna need more than 50 gold for this, Kil'Kash.
I stayed your ass numerous times. I shouldn't even have to pay you.
Fine. I'll take the 50 gold and I'll put in like 2 charges of lesser restoration into him.
Lesser.
Hey, whatever does the
I
trick.
want greater restoration.
Alright, go back to the room. I'm gonna be studying that
Nerd.
disease sample.
Nerd.
Alright.
Anything to advance my poison.
50 gold and I'll even
Nerd.
throw in a heal
While
there for
I'm
ya.
there, I'll get a sample of Kil'Kash. Now that he's full of diseases.
Don't touch me.
What, you want
Uh,
people to touch you? Now you don't?
Kil'Kash.
As a
in his
preview
bed.
of what is coming, the next day the captain, or that night, actually, let's say Aveline maybe is up late studying that sample. You happen to catch out of the corner of your eye somebody sneaking down in cultist robes, sneaking down the stairs into the lair of the bullywogs.
That's right
Who
beside
are
us.
you?
Mm-hmm. And
Lord.
you wake up the rest of your crew it seems y'all might not be the only traders around.
Oh.
Sneaky,
Speaking of
sneaky.
people, can that demon chick come help me? She can't have her merchandise hurt.
No, she
Well,
doesn't
she
care
can't have
about
you dead.
she doesn't care about the body. She only really wants your soul.
Kil'Kash,
anyway.
she keeps saying she doesn't care if you get hurt as long as you're not dead.
When you're on
Alright.
death's door, she'll bring you back to life. There you go.
Alright, kill myself, bring me back to life. I am fully healed. Let's go.
She gives you a whole pep talk about how suffering creates character.
Yeah, you're about
Kil'Kash
to
is
fuck up here in a
dying.
minute, you dumb bitch.
Kil'Kash is a hell of a character at this point.
Kil'Kash has a freaking like bag of ice on his head. He's just sitting there in bed dying.
Can I go into the little river here and kill a crocodile to eat it?
What?
Actually, that is the mysterious meat that y'all had earlier with some crocodile. So y'all have that on a pretty regular basis already.
Tastes like chicken.
So with
Indeed it
me
does.
having all
I've
this
tried it before.
shit, do I gain my
Did you
health back
try
but
it?
still diseased?
Yeah, it was
You don't have any
fried like
diseases. You're good to go.
chicken nuggets.
You get your health back.
Sort of thing.
Well, you said
Is it
I'm
good?
bleeding and everything.
It was okay.
Yeah,
I'd say
that
it
was
was
just
more
a
like
description of the damage.
rubbery than chicken.
Oh,
But it was
I don't have to spend gold.
it was okay. It was
The what?
gator tail.
Is it like white meat or is it more like dark
Yeah.
meat?
Yeah, it was a white meat.
Gator?
Gator tail.
Yeah, gator's pretty something. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
I've had
It's not bad.
I've had farm raised gator, never had wild. It's pretty good. I cooked it in peanut oil. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Just expensive though.
Great. Any questions before we head out?
Nope.
Nope.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I think we've probably got like 2-ish sessions left, depending on how quickly we get through this next part. So we'll talk about potentially how we regroup after that. But I think plan will be to try and get Sab back in as much as we can. So we might have to go back to the every other week where we split into 2 groups.
Okay.
Sure.
Just because I think this time just isn't working for her. She wants to play. She's one of our original people. We want to get her in if we can.
Alrighty.
Cool. All right. In that case, thank you guys for playing. I will catch you
Thank
all
you.
later.
Get better.
Alright.
Bye.
Y'all have a great rest of your week.
You
Bye,
too.
everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.